Alright, so today we're going to be reviewing a 1.2 to 1.3 million coin FIFA team. It has a few large players as you can see in it, including De Bruyne, Mbappe, Fabinho. It's all present on the screen. But overall, this team has a lot of height in the midfield, a slightly weaker front line, though Mbappe with his 71 strength and De Bruyne with his 74 strength they both seem to be able to hold the ball well, and Mane with his high agility can do a good job. Now this team I'm displaying here has a few untradables in it, though you can easily replace those. Edison you can switch out for his normal card. Stones you can possibly play Virgil van Dijk if you got the money. Eric Bailly, who's a good alternative to it. But as you can see, this is the team played for chemistry, and then on the screen about now should be the in-game formation, which I switched to, playing two strikers with Mane and Mbappe up front, both with a 4-star weak foot, which is quite comfortable. So onto the in-game performance. The pros of this side are you've got a very fast front line, right? Mbappe, Mane, 94, 96 pace. It's nearly unstoppable. However, you do in this current FIFA get caught up by defenders occasionally, and that I found that to happen to me sometimes. However, Mbappe seems to be able to outrun that most of the time. Same with Mane as well, to be honest. But the team in general, as you can see, is quite tall. The midfield, Fabinho, Dembele, and Rabiot, all huge players, though quite clunky as well, which can be a slight problem if you're a real agile dribbler. Um, De Bruyne stands out in terms of the set pieces a lot. Long free kicks, he can whip a good ball in over the top. Even the short free kicks as well, he can place them quite nicely into the corners. But however, he seems to lack a bit of presence, meaning that you've got Hullet, Pogba, all them that are really present on the pitch, and you can see them um, evidently when they're playing. They don't hide away like De Bruyne does a little bit. The midfields they're very well rounded. They can attack, though defend marginally better. Um, for instance, Fabinho's largely defensive, hence why I play him in the center as a holding midfielder. Though Dembele and Rabiot can attack pretty well, and the team can hold the ball reasonably well. They're a little weak. Now on to the cons. Um, there aren't really many cons with the team. As I've said previously, the midfield seems to be relatively clunky. It's not. Well, let's just put it this way: they're not very agile. They're tall, which is superb. It's what you want, I guess, with a midfield. You can hit a goal kick over, and you're nearly guaranteed to win a header every time. However, the dribbling could be a bit better, I reckon. However, you've got Mane and Mbappe up front, which I don't know. Perhaps Mane could be switched out for a target striker, possibly. But their dribbling is top quality, and that kind of makes up for the clunky midfield that there is. However, their height is crucial. And onto the second con, as I've just mentioned, the no target striker can be a bit of a problem sometimes. This FIFA you appear to need you. It's probably a good idea to have a tall, strong striker along with pacey ones like Mbappe and Mane. I would suggest maybe looking at Lewandowski probably if you're looking for that kind of quality. Maybe Harry Kane, though he's a little tad slow. But that doesn't seem to be much of a problem. Now overall, I give this team a 9 out of 10. It's brilliant in terms of the way they play. However, there is room for improvement. Value for coins an 8 out of 10. With 1.3 million, you're looking near the 1.5, possibly wanting to bring an icon in. You could be looking at Neymar as well. That I think would need to take a lot of thought, and you might want a little bit more if you were to put Neymar in, though it's doable. The enjoyment rating 9.2. I enjoyed playing with it a lot. It was quick, pacey team. They could hit occasional long shots. De Bruyne especially, Mbappe as well. Mane didn't appear to come up with many. Do I think it's worthy of foot champs? Yes, I do. I think it's a brilliant team for foot champs. However, you might want to look at a target man possibly for foot champions. Similar attackers include Aubameyang, Griezmann, Neymar, Bale, and Gabriel Jesus. They're all reasonably expensive apart from Jesus. However, Jesus doesn't really have the quality of the other players listed. Similar midfielders. Now I've gone for kind of more defensive, tall midfielders that kind of match Fabinho's play, I guess. You'd want Kondogbia most likely. Now onto the similar defenders. I think Virgil van Dijk would be perfect for this team. As I've mentioned before, he's got the presence. He's huge, 6'5", 6'4", I think actually, and he's strong, which is superb. Lenglet as well works. He's quite quick. Kolarov seems a reasonably decent left back this FIFA, along with Piszczek as well. Though Piszczek's a bit, he's not as meta as Kolarov is. Similar keeper. Alisson's pretty much the exact same as Edison, I think. Now, the standout stats of this team are the pace, especially with the front line, the dribbling, again with the front line, and the height with the defenders and the midfield, especially. Check out my Twitter below at fgravescrawford and leave a comment on what you'd like me to record next.